Hello everyone, I'm Doris. Today I'm going to recommend a book named How to Win Friends and Influence Other People for Every OB Student. Dale Carnegie was known as the father of social networking education. This book embodied his outstanding opinion and contents on interpersonal skills. There are three topics I found are important in this book: how to win friends in daily life, how to influence the thought and behavior of others, and the last one is how to be a good leader. From each topic, I will explain one principle I've learned from his book. This book is highly valuable for students who will study organizational behavior and individuals aspiring to hold managerial position. It underscores the significance of continuous encouragement and communication in establishing respectful relationship with employees, ultimately transforming the company into a place capable of retaining talent and delivering greater value. Firstly, speaking of how do we win friends in daily life, Carnegie suggests that we should generally interest in other people. But how to do that? Please be a listener, not just a talker. Shh. When I look back at my past, I found that I relate to sharing with others about the things I really like and I'm really good at. Here, this is a real experience for me. Hey, I'm Doris. Where are you from? I come from Shanghai. Shanghai! Oh, I've been that place recently. It reminded me of my trip to Korea. I still kept the kimchi from the one restaurant.
2,000 years later.
I used to believe that constantly talking about my strengths would make me more charming in the conversation. However, Carnegie's teaching challenged my belief, showing that genuine interest in others fosters strong relationship. This shift in perspective highlights the importance of the balanced approach, authentically showing interest in others' strengths. This principle offers insight for my future career. It suggests that I can enhance my collaboration skills when working with people from diverse backgrounds. Being a dedicated listener enables me to learn from their perspective, experience, and gain insight into their thought processes. Secondly, let us talk about how to influence the thought and behavior of others. Carnegie suggested that avoiding criticism as it tends to be counterproductive, evoking defensive reaction in others. He recommended building trust through understanding and respect. I know a lot of toxic managers used to, I don't know if it's consciously or unconsciously, but blame team members, which could frustrate them and dampen their enthusiasm. For example, you always do this wrong. How can you be so irresponsible? But if we adopt a more gentle and understanding approach, just like I noticed that sometimes we may have some difficulties with this task. Have you considered how to deal with it? This makes employees feel valued and respected. They may be more willing to share their problems and seek solutions together.
Nice.
The last idea of being a good leader, according to Carnegie's wisdom, is to praise the slightest improvement and praise every improvement. A good leader is not just a task layout machine, they should take care of the development of their team members. While a lot of people might think that praising only the major achievement is sufficient, Carnegie's knowledge challenged my previous approach. It changed my perspective by showing that leaders can foster an environment of continuous growth and learning by acknowledging their smallest improvement. This principle also offers the valuable insight for OB students' future business life. As a person in managerial position, regularly recognizing and appreciating employees can boost the retention rate. As a workplace that values contribution fosters loyalty, employees tend to remain with organizations that acknowledge their effort, resulting in lower turnover and promoting a growth-oriented team environment. While I appreciate many points in this book, but I don't fully agree with Carnegie's emphasis on the only way to gain the benefits from debate is to avoid it. In the workplace, silence may lead to undeserved losses. For instance, if a partner reneges on profit sharing, not speaking up may cause us rightful benefits.
For example,
Hey, I need to talk to you about something. Look, I've been thinking about our partnership, and the share of profit is not good. I've been putting in a lot of effort lately, and I think it is time for a bigger piece of the pie. I have to remind you, everything you're currently doing is all in the contract outlines, so there isn't anything extra. So I believe we should stick with the original profit sharing arrangement. It is all specific in our contract, and I can go over it with you again if you need it. We need to weigh the pros and cons and decide decisively whether to have a debate or not. Despite Carnegie's emphasis on avoiding conflict, there are situations in which proper debate may be more beneficial. We can debate in a rational and respectful manner, clearly expressing our position and needs in order to reach a win-win solution. In this case, the debate is not about fighting, but about defending their rights and promoting a fair working environment. Secondly, when I think about Carnegie's point about being a good leader, especially when he says, if you're wrong, just admit it, I don't entirely agree with it, because in the workplace, always admitting mistakes is not the best strategy for a leader. In fact, in certain situations, admitting mistakes too often can have some negative consequence. While honesty and self-awareness are crucial for a leader, excessive apologies can erode trust and prestige, leading to employee doubt, reduced productivity, and blurred hierarchies. Emphasizing leadership decision making is the way to maintain organizational stability. And the key to determine the right circumstance to apologize, leaders should learn it and to analyze the value of apology to ensure they can act with greatest benefit. Finally, let us talk about 3 practical pieces of advice to OB students. First, students should develop a deep desire to learn and apply Carnegie's principle to their lives. This inner curiosity and desire is the key to the success. Students need to realize that improving the ability to deal with others is essential in the workplace. Another helpful tip for OB students is to consider building networking as one of the vital goals in their entire life. Recognize that enhancing your network is crucial for both personal and professional growth. As in today's society, your network often shapes your path to the success. To put this idea into practice more consistently, I highly recommend every OB students to create a plan by listening people you want to connect with and learn about their interest. This genuine approach can help you to build a valuable relationships and expand your influence. Finally, I recommend OB students to consistently learn interpersonal communication principles beyond the book. Remember, Carnegie's wisdom, ongoing learning, and practice are vital for success. Stay engaged in organizational behavior and follow the industry development and continuous improve your skills.